What is going on, guys, and welcome back. So I've done a lot since the last episode. As you can see here, I've built up the roof on the second floor. Currently there's actually no way to get onto it, but that's something we'll work on this episode. We'll put just a little ladder, probably connecting from one of these. As you can see here, I now have two ladders going up because I want to make it more symmetrical. I don't know if I've added anything in here, I don't remember, but I added a basement room, and this is where we are going to put our nether portal. We're going to work on designing this room this episode and building the actual nether portal now that we have diamonds. Actually, I mined the obsidian for it as well, so we are all good to go there. I also grabbed enough obsidian for an enchanting table, but we do have to find more diamonds in order to do that. This side I haven't done anything with yet, but down there we'll probably put either more storage or something of that sort. But yeah, here's the completed starter house. Well, mostly completed. We still have, oh, fell into a creeper hole. Mostly completed. We still have, some detail work and inside work to do, but it's actually looking pretty good for now. So today we're going to be working on the nether portal room, as well as probably getting some more food going. I don't know why I even bother making these goals. I completely forgot to even make this farm in this episode. But I think the best thing to do now is work on the nether portal room. So let's get to it. So I'm kind of liking this that I started here, where it's just lines of sandstone and stone for the walls. I think that'll look kind of cool. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of the walls, and then we'll see whether or not I actually like it. Alright, so what I actually ended up doing was I decided to make these into bricks because I thought that looked a bit nicer. And then I used dark oak on the bottom here because this really dark wood I think looks nice with the sandstone. We'll actually probably use more of it later on in some of our builds. It was in a forest just that way. I found some dark oak. And then, so in this one here, this is where we've got the portal. I haven't lit it yet. And then this is going to connect to that stair right there, or the ladder, I mean. And we'll make a room in there, probably a brewing room. That's what I'm thinking of doing with that. And then on this side, I think this is where we're going to end up putting like a nether wart farm as soon as we have nether wart to actually plant in there. But that's the general idea of what I think I'm going to do with this room. And I think it actually looks pretty nice. I'm actually really happy with how this room turned out. It's definitely an early stage room for brewing and nether and everything, but for now this actually looks really good for a starter house. Now I guess it's time to light the nether portal. So I'm going to explore around a little bit and see if I can find a fortress or maybe even just some nether wart. Alright, so this is just down a little hole from where the portal was. If we go back up here, the portal, let's see if we can even find it now. Ah, here. So this is where it came down, the portal just over right there. And we already managed to find a nether fortress. We just go down here. It's right there. I've not entered it yet, but we already found one, and I'm gonna go ahead and enter it now and see what I can find. Alright, so it's actually a pretty cool fortress. It extends over into one of those biomes. I don't even remember the name. And I ran around it, found a few chests, killed a few blazes, and got nether wart, soul sand, a few blaze rods, so we can actually start making potions now. So we're going to try to keep all the storage for things we find in the nether down here, just because I feel like that would be, that would just make sense. It would look right. I would always know where everything is. So I went ahead and I built iron doors for each of these rooms. This one still leads to nothing for now. This one will go straight to the portal. And this one, this is where I put the nether warts. So I didn't bother decorating, obviously didn't try too hard on the roof so far, because I figured I'd save that for a later time and then try to actually make this a system where it automatically collects the nether wart. I'd still have to plant it by hand, but I can make it so that this stuff all gets pushed off the side. Also, while I was making that room, I had to make a new shovel and realized that I had to make an iron tool still. And I think it's time that we go ahead and search for more diamonds. So I'm going to go on a quick mining trip and let's see how many diamonds that we can find. The answer is 11. 11 diamonds. I came back up because my pickaxe was almost broken and I thought, oh, well, I want to do some enchanting before I make a new pickaxe. That way I can have, a really nice new pickaxe before I go mining. Unfortunately, you may notice, I'm only level 13 now. I died while mining. A creeper blew me up. Very unfortunate, but we did find that zombie spawner. I think it'd be really great if we made an XP farm with that zombie spawner. But we also need loads of bookshelves in order to do full enchant. So I came over to the sugarcane because I started planting this between episodes when I found this dark oak forest. So I started planting some sugarcane around here. That way we're able to make plenty of books in order to make a full enchanting room. So what we're going to do now is we're going to gather up some resources and we're going to go ahead and we're going to head down to the zombie spawner and try to make a XP farm out of that. So I went ahead and I dug out the entire area which we're going to need for the spawner, which is a 9 by 9 by 9 hole. And I put the winch over there. That's where the water is going to go. The water on this side is going to push them over and they're going to flow over into a chute. There's a few blocks that we still need for this that would make it much more efficient, much easier to build, which is an ice block and then some kelp. So I think we're going to go ahead and put this project on hold for now and go ahead and finish it up once we have those items, which will hopefully be very soon because I would like to have a way to get XP easier than just going out and killing mobs. We're going to go ahead and place the wall here, and then we're gonna head back up, and I think we're gonna work on our potion room. To clarify, the design we're gonna be using for the zombie spawner is from a YouTuber named Wattles. If you haven't seen him, go ahead and check him out, and I'm gonna link the video that I'm using down in the description below, so check that out. So what I think we're gonna do with the brewing room, which is gonna be over here, is we're gonna continue this kind of wood and sandstone design and probably keep the walls in a similar pattern as well. All right, so this is what we've got going on for the potions room so far. I just built like kind of a little table back here. We've got the ladder right here, which we need to add one more of. I put a chest underneath. This is where we'll try to keep most of our ingredients. I've got blaze powder and blaze rod, threw a blaze powder in here. And then this chest will be for all of our completed potions once we actually start brewing. Basically, the only things I need to add really right now is a cauldron. And I think this room will be completely done. So let's go get the iron for that. We're going to go ahead and put our cauldron right there. Put a bucket of water into it. And then I think what we should do is add an infinite water source. So there we go. We put an infinite water source right there. It's just a 1x3, and then you can keep pulling from this center block. So as long as we only pull from the center block, we won't mess anything up. Go ahead and fill this last block in with another chest. Just make that a double chest for ingredients. Have our water source there. There we go. We've got a completed potion room, and I'm sure we'll change it up later on as we progress through the series. But for right now, this is pretty good, especially since we're not even brewing potions yet. I think that is all the time we have for today. We actually did a lot. We got some work done on the spawner. We got some sugarcane planted. We found more diamonds. We completed The house, for the most part, need to still add a ladder that goes up. Actually, you know what? That's what we'll do to finish the episode. Go make more ladders and wrap things up. Perfect. Go add the one at the bottom here. And that. Break that. There we go. Got our ladder up to the roof, which you can see I've lit up completely so we won't have anything spawning on top of us. Apparently we'll just fall down. So there we have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We've got a completed house finally. We got some work done on the zombie spawner so that way we could have XP. We did a trip to the Nether and found a fortress. Honestly, this is a pretty productive episode and I'm really glad to see how fast we're progressing so far in this series. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe. I've got a lot more on my channel. I post redstone videos, build videos. I just did a video about a week ago now discussing the new Skulk sensor block. And if you guys are interested in any of that, be sure to subscribe and I'll see you next time. Seriously, thank you.